Hello everyone, I am Kata with Kata B Fitness, and today we are going to do a neck mobility sequence. A lot of us tend to carry a lot of tension in our head and our neck, and we spend a lot of time in a bit of a forward hunch posture, or we are looking down, whether we are cooking or we are reading or on our phones, and we start to get a little bit of a rounded upper posture with a head tuck or even a jut out. And we start to carry a lot of tension right in the base of our neck and into our traps and shoulders. So today we are going to go through a sequence that is going to help us loosen up some of those muscles and maintain mobility. We're going to start with a very basic assessment. So this is not like a physical therapy assessment. This is just an assessment for you to say, oh, hey, yeah, right here is a little tight, or when I tilt my head one way or the other, it's tight on one side, but not so bad on the other side. So we are going to start by sitting nice and tall, like somebody has put a string on our head, and we're lifting ourselves up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, keeping our chin pulled back a little bit, and we're going to look to the right, and then we're going to drop our chin down towards our collarbone. Release, bring it into the center. We are going to tuck our chin to our chest. And then we're going to lift our chin and look towards the ceiling. Look forward again, and now we're going to look to the left. And we're going to tuck our chin and bring our chin towards our collarbone. And now release back to the center. So hopefully as you were doing that quick little assessment, you noticed what areas are a little bit tight and a little bit tender. We are going to start with the chicken wing. So we're going to take our right hand, palm back, and we're going to try to reach behind our back, and we're going to use our left hand to kind of grab our wrist or our hand. So our right arm is going to get pulled across, and our left arm makes kind of a chicken wing. If you have shoulder issues, you just want to try to reach the hand back as far as you can, and that may mean that you don't get it super close. Or you can even reach down for the side of the chair, but we want to grab that hand, pull it over. Notice my left hand is now a chicken wing, and I'm going to just tilt my left ear to my left shoulder. So my right shoulder is getting pulled down and over, and I am tilting to the left, lifting my ear towards the ceiling. And now we're going to just keep the tilt, and we're going to turn and again look down towards the floor or down towards our armpit. And now we're going to turn our head, and we're just going to look towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and release. And now we're going to switch sides. So now the left arm is going to come behind, right arm is going to reach and try to pull the left arm over, right arm is going to make a chicken wing, and we're going to tilt our head to the right. So whatever arm is getting pulled, we're going to tilt our head the other direction. So shoulder down, and we're going to just have a nice gentle tilt. Now we're going to turn, and we're going to look towards the floor, look towards our armpit, and then we're going to look towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead, release that hand. We're going to bring it back in the center. We're going to keep our chin pulled back a little bit, and we're just going to do head turns. So we're going to turn to the right and then turn to the left. What we don't want to do is we don't want to stick our chin out and turn. We want to keep it pulled back so that our cheekbones try to stay over our collarbones. So last time right and then left. Let's return to the center. We're going to do some flexion and extension, but I want you to take your hands into a bit of a prayer position because I want you to pull it down and in, pressing in on your chest, shoulders down and back. I want you to keep your mouth closed, and then we are going to lift our chin towards the ceiling until we feel a bit of a stretch. And again, now we're going to tuck our chin, and you can fold your hands, but I want you to pull your chest down and tuck your chin towards your chest. Let's do that 2 more times each. So we're going to lift, and then we're going to tuck. And one more time, we lift, and then we tuck. Release the hands. We're going to stay nice and tall, and we're just going to do head tilt. So ear to shoulder and ear to shoulder. What I want you to think about though is instead of bringing your ear towards your shoulder, I want the ear pointing towards the ceiling to lift towards that ceiling. So we're trying to lift the ear up versus trying to take the other ear to your shoulder. One more time. Good. We're going to bring it in. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to pull back, give ourselves a little bit of a double chin. And now we're going to kind of jut our chin forward. So pull back and forward, and notice no upper body movement, just our neck. Pull back and go forwards. Now we're going to pull back a little. We're going to sit nice and tall, and we're going to do lateral slide. So we're going to try to slide our head to the right and slide our head to the left. So this makes me think a little bit about cobras, side to side. And I notice one side seems to go a little better than the other. Good. Bring it in. We're going to tuck our chin, and we're going to roll in a half circle. So we're going to take our right ear towards our right shoulder. Now we're going to drop it down, use our chin to trace our collarbone, and we're going to go left ear, left shoulder. So we're going to do 2 more times, going all the way to the right and then all the way to the left. And we're going to keep it in the front. We're not going to roll back. We're just going to roll to one side, and then we're going to roll to the other. And then just bring our chin into our chest and look forwards. And we have one more exercise we're going to do for this sequence. We're going to be down on the floor. If you have a foam pad, grab that. Sometimes if you're in a gym, they may have something called a sand bell. It's a little round disc, but you want something that's a little bit soft, but not super squishy, but you don't want something super hard. We're going to go down onto the floor, and we're going to place our head on this. If you don't have anything else, you could use a pillow, and we're just going to place it underneath our head, and we're going to think about pressing our head back and trying to squish that foam pad, and then we relax. So we just do a little bit of a squish, press that head back, and relax. Good. One more time. We're going to press it back, and we're going to squish and relax. And then we're going to roll ourselves to a seated position. If you need to stop here, that is perfectly all right. I am going to go through the sequence one more time. It's a little bit of a speed round. So we're going to come back to our initial position. Going to have a seat, sitting nice and tall, and now we're going to start with our chicken wing. So we're going to take our hand back, and we're going to gently pull it over, form that chicken wing, tilt your ear to the side, and we're going to hold. And again, you can also just reach the hand down at a little bit of a lean and do that as well. Let's bring it up, switching sides. So hand comes behind, hand grabs and gently pulls it over, form your chicken wing. Tilt your ear to your shoulder. Release. We're going to do that one more time because I forgot a couple of the exercises. So we're going to pull it over, we're going to tilt, and now we're going to look down. And now we're going to look up. Release, switching sides, pull it over, tilt that ear away. Look down towards the armpit or towards the floor, and then tilt and look up. Release, bring it back into the center. We're just going to do our head turn, sitting nice and tall, chin back. Look to one side and then to the other, and each time see if you can go just a little bit farther. Good. One more each way. Back into the center, prayer hands, flexion and extension. So these hands are pressing down into your chest to keep the chest down and low. We're going to lift our chin, and now we're going to tuck. So again, lift your chin and tuck. One more time, lift and tuck. Release the hands. We're going to do our tilts. So ear to shoulder. Remember, we're lifting the ear towards the ceiling, going side to side. So it's less about ear to shoulder and more ear lifts up. 2 more. Remember, don't jut your chin forward. Keep it pulled back and in. Good. Bring it back in the center, sitting tall. Pull that chin back a little bit. Double chin. Jut the chin forwards. Pull back and forward. Pull back and forward. Good. Now we're going to do our lateral slide, shoulders and upper body level, side and side. It's very tempting to move our body with it, and it's okay if it moves a little, but try not to move a lot. All right, chin to the chest, tracing the collarbone, right ear all the way to the right shoulder, and then chin to chest and all the way to the other side. 2 more times each direction, keeping our shoulders relaxed. 1 more each way. Chin to the chest, bring it back up in the center, heading back down to the floor for our last exercise. So on our backs, knees bent, feet flat, head is resting. And we're going to just press our head back into that pillow or that foam pad and relax. And press it back so we're getting some of the muscles in our neck a little bit stronger. And relax. 1 more time. Press it back. And relax. Roll yourself up to a seated position. I'm going to stay down on the floor. If you would like, you can redo that assessment. So let's go ahead and do that. So sit nice and tall. We're going to look to the right, and then we're going to take our chin to our collarbone. Release. Bring it back into the center. We're going to do chin to chest. And then we're going to look up to the ceiling. Release. We're going to look to the left. Take your chin to your collarbone. Release. Bring it back into the center. And hopefully most, if not all of you, should feel like those movements were just a little bit easier after going through 1 or 2 rounds of these drills. So I hope that you enjoyed this sequence. Go ahead and check out some of my other mobility sequences. I'm always adding on. I do have now I can't think. I have a wrist one that I have up and ready, and I will be adding more as I go, including some of the longer drills where I will be going through an entire 30-minute or hour-long sequence, doing everything from our head and shoulders all the way down to our hips, knees, and ankles. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. You can find more videos, live classes on my website, www.kadabfitness.com. And I hope to see you in class, or I hope to see you watching some more of my videos. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.